Hey everybody, welcome back to Healthy Habits with Dr. Kristen Lloyd of Bariatric Mindset, author of Bariatric Mindset Success. So today's healthy habit that I'm going to be talking to you about is actually about the difference in compassion and indulgence. And this is a big one because in our community, I think it's very difficult for individuals to practice compassion. There's a lot of fear based, punitive, punishing type thinking and behavior going on. So if you are off plan, if you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing, there is this sense that you need to punish yourself. And a lot of that comes from diet mentality. And what I talk about in my books is compassion, 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 compassion. And this is something that I struggled with as well, because my interpretation of compassion was Haagen-Dazs. And that, my friends, is not compassion, that is indulgence. Compassion is offering kindness, love, support, understanding, encouragement to yourself. And it's very important that we get those things. If we are focused on punishing ourselves for eating the chips or eating the cereal or eating late at night, then we are not practicing compassion. If we are shaming ourselves, blaming ourselves, guilting ourselves, or creating negative cyclical self-talk inside our heads, or talking nasty to ourselves, you're a loser, you're fat, you're disgusting, like, think about that. You would not say that to your child. You would not say that to someone you love. Yet we say it to ourselves. And I know that I've talked about self-talk before. However, compassion versus indulgence is a huge, huge thing to address. And so we need to look at how we can be more compassionate, more loving, more encouraging, and also set healthy boundaries with ourselves. Hey, self, no, we're not going out to get fast food. You have prepped food in the fridge. I love you. I know that you want to go and eat those goodies right now, and you are worth a healthy body. You are worth all of these things that you desire, and what you're seeking is to emotionally eat, or what you're seeking is pleasure in food, or what you're seeking is dot 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 dot. It may be something totally else. So what is important is that we recognize that we do deserve a break after a really tough day. But don't you understand? I really need pizza tonight because my boss yelled at me, my report was late, today sucked. What you need is compassion. And what you need might be a bubble bath, or what you might need is to talk to a friend. What you might need is support and love and encouragement and all of those things. But you most certainly do not need pizza, because that's indulgence. And so I talk about this in my book. And the other thing that I share is some different resources on self-compassion from the Self-Compassion Institute, because these things are important. And it's important to distinguish the difference in self-compassion and giving yourself kindness, love, and understanding and encouragement, and tuning in with your emotional needs, and seeking out an indulgence. When we get into a pattern behavior of seeking out indulgence, I've worked really hard, I deserve this, I deserve that, right? Whatever it is, then you're creating a pattern of reward inside your brain. And so what happens is then your brain creates this conditioning that every time something really awful happens, you need a food pairing with it. You need to eat something to make you feel better. And so we need to decondition these things. Food is neither a reward nor is it punishment. I'll say that again. Food is neither a reward nor is it punishment. We get to have yummy food. Food gets to be delicious, right? So we are not living this lifestyle eating yucky food, right? We get to have yummy food. However, if we are abusing food or using food as a reward or punishment, then we create a disordered relationship with food. And so this is why it's important that we shift out of using food as what we might think as a source of compassion, but actually ends up being indulgence. So, what is really important is that you start to practice compassion with yourself and maybe create a list of 10 other things that you can do that would be compassionate, that would be loving, that would be encouraging and kind when you have a crappy day, or when you're heartbroken, or when you're struggling with grief, or when you're struggling with any other type of emotion, right? It's important that you know what your go to things are that may not be food related, so that you can untangle food from a reward or punishment type system. And you are worthy of amazing, great things. And remember that. However, when you tie it up with food and you've had food issues in the past and you're doing your best with this lifestyle, it can really mess with your head. So I strongly encourage you guys to separate those out, practice compassion, understanding what indulgences are, and indulgences get to be part of your 20%. Remember the 80-20, right? So indulgences do get to be a part of your 20%. However, when you're making them from an emotional place or an emotional decision, then it may border on emotional eating. So this is something to think about and to practice compassion and compassionate support without the use of food, and then understanding that indulgences are just that. They're indulgences. They're not compassion. So I hope that this helps supports you today and really helps you to untangle these things so that you can see them differently, and so that you can support yourself with love and compassion without the use of food, and take you further on your weight loss journey. So that's what I have for you guys today. I look forward to seeing you on the next installment of Healthy Habits. Have a great day, everybody. Lots of love. Bye.